Good afternoon to you. You're just in time for news feed here on TV47. Remember, you can send us your feedback at TV47 Kenya across all social media platforms. I am Mothoni Minor. Now, starting off, the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee is currently was grilling some of the companies linked to the KEMSA scandal. The directors of a company named DK Relief Kenya says the company supplied 20,000 PPEs worth 180 million Kenya shillings. Now let's cross over to Parliament and listening to that scandal that happened earlier on.
So for me, I feel that you know this gentleman very well. He trusts you enough to let you have ownership of the shares even before you pay for them. So you're here and you just nodded your head that he knows you're here. So you must know why he has not responded to the committee.
Okay, to start with this question, one, Manpreet knows I am here. I told him yesterday, and for him, he has not told me whether you contacted him. I told him you contacted me, you sent me invitation letter, then he told me to respond and also to appear. I also told him I'm appearing to the committee.
Members, let's just do this. You've all asked very, very pertinent questions, but then it is important we all get the answers in the right way.
Yes.
Now, when you say that he told you to answer, you had sought permission for him to be able to appear?
Not to exhort, but I told him I was summoned by Parliament. Then he told me, proceed if they summon you. I told him I am proceeding. I had already even taken the affidavit.
If he had told you not to?
No. How can I not to come?
Okay.
How can I fail to appear?
All right, let me ask
Himself
you.
is in UK, so I had to appear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
You are aware that Manpreet did business with KEMSA, isn't it?
That one I'm aware.
Okay.
Yes.
In your initial response when you sent to us, did you find it prudent to advise us that this is a different company than yours?
I had indicated that one.
No,
in
you
my
did not.
affidavit.
You did not. I'm talking about your initial response to us when we told you you don't have to come, give us a written response in a sworn affidavit. And if you look at this, you never mentioned anywhere that an affiliate of yours that holds a similar name is the one that does this business. Did you do that?
No, the reason why I did not do that is because the email which I received and the letter which I received was directly and addressed to DK Relief Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm asking. You see, this is your own affidavit.
Yes.
Can I tell you now what has happened? What you guys were praying and hoping for is that since we had requested you, and Stephen, this is where the problem comes in. When we sent to you and we requested to you that do it in writing, you responded very quickly. Do you know how quick you responded?
Yes.
How quick?
Before the date which was indicated in the letter.
Okay, good. Now, I need to advise you as well. When we now wrote to you and advised you that we are calling you here, do you know how many reminder emails that were sent to you?
But I knew I have to come.
That's
I
what
had to
I'm-
come with the
did
affidavit.
you respond to any of those emails?
You see, the reason when it comes to responding to that email, the reason why I did not reply that email, I think I even mentioned to somebody. The reason why I did not mention
Which
the
somebody?
emails are coming through.
Which somebody did?
There is somebody who called me. I don't know. He was calling on a phone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The reason why I did not reply is coming through at Gmail. Then somebody is signing there using his official email.
Yeah, but then this
So I
letters,
decided to
this,
come
these
myself.
letters are with the parliament letterhead, with the telephone number and everything else, isn't it?
It is.
So
But,
those
some-
numbers that are here are the ones that called you.
The one which are down there, yeah.
Yes. So they're the ones who called you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even the emails that have been quoted here, the emails that which those emails sent to you were from.
Yes, Mr. Chair, it's very easy for somebody to forge a document. So my question was, when somebody send a Gmail, then sign down there using an official email. Why don't you use official email?
Actually, this is the email that you are advised. Even that Gmail was advised to you. Now, the reason why we are asking you all this is because all these actions and inactions on your part go to show that what you guys were hoping and praying for is that this committee will just look at these things and let everything slide, and hoping that
Now that was the director of DK Relief Kenya, Stephen Mutunga, who was being grilled by the Public Investment Committee on the ongoing KEMSU scandal probes. Now off from KEMSU to Ethiopia, where President Uhuru Kenyatta has told Ethiopians that the entry of Kenya's technology giant Safaricom will help transform their country by positively impacting most sectors of the 112 million population economy. Using the example of Safaricom's impact on the Kenyan economy over the years, Uhuru lauded Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and his administration for choosing to liberalize the country's telecommunications sector. He was speaking last evening in Ethiopia during the issuance of an operating license to the Safaricom-led Global Partnership for Ethiopia Consortium, which won a 91.8 billion Kenyan shillings bid to operate in the country.
The award of telecommunication license to our consortium, the Global Partnership for Ethiopia, opens an opportunity for Ethiopia to accelerate its digital agenda by increasing connectivity, creating new digital businesses, and generating new jobs for citizens across the country.
I call on all players in the sector to coordinate and redouble our efforts to connect everyone to the global digital economy. Let's harness information and communication technology to accelerate social, economic, and environmental sustainable growth and inclusive development for everyone, everywhere. Congratulations to all of you who have taken part in this important process, which will open and give opportunity for Ethiopians.
Kenya has seen the great gains and opportunities unleashed by Safaricom across the entirety of our social economic landscape. Ethiopia now stands at the cusp of making even greater strides in Safaricom's areas of strength, which include digital presence, mobile money, telephony, data and fiber connectivity, as well as business, agricultural, health solutions, amongst others. I do believe that this consortium plans to inject more than $8 billion over the next 10 years, making it the largest single investment that Ethiopia has attracted to date. But more importantly, the digital transformation that is expected to arise from this investment will be a game changer for all segments of the Ethiopian economy, from the provision of essential government services right down to accessibility of markets and information for farmers. This has been Kenya's own experience, and I am certain that it will be Ethiopia's experience as well.
Now moving on, Kirinyaga County Security and Intelligence Committee has directed chiefs, their assistants and the police to conduct door-to-door crackdown on betting machines in homes in all the villages. This is after it emerged that the betting machines were moved in people's homes in the villages, where youths have been walking in posing as visitors but end up engaging in the betting activities. Speaking after a security meeting in Moya East, County Commissioner Jim Njoka said that they had managed to flush out and eradicate the betting machines in bars and towns, but the operators have moved them in their rural homes.
Yeah, unachome. Good.
Tangu jana tulianza crackdown kali kabisa against these gaming machines, na tumeweza kunasa 13 tangu jana. Zingine hizi tumechoma hapa saa hizi zilinaswa jana usiku, na nataka kuuliza kwamba wananchi washirikiana na chiefs, as chiefs na officers wa usalama, police na wengine, kwa sababu tumegundua ya kwamba hizi gaming machines zingine ziko kwa manyumba ya watu binafsi in the villages, kwa vijiji. Tumepata habari ya kwamba kuna vijana wengine wamekuwa addicted na hizi gaming machines, kwa hivyo hata familia zinaharibika pakubwa, na ndio sababu nimepea hawa watu wa Mwea East Sub County wiki moja wamalize zote, watembee kwa villages, waende kwa mambaa zote, wahakikishe zote zimepatikana, na hakuna kupeleka kotini. Tumesema ni kuchoma mahali zimepatikana.
Now, Mavoko, Member of Parliament Patrick Makau has urged Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha to ensure school children are not sent away from learning institutions for failure of paying school fees. Speaking at Mlolongo Chiefs Camp, where he issued a National Government Constituency Development Fund education bursaries, Makau said a majority of Kenyan households were greatly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and are therefore struggling to make ends meet. Makau noted that inconsistency in the disbursement of NGCDF funds by the government had also posed a huge challenge in drawing up education bursary checks for needy students. Matungo MP Peter Nabulindo has also faulted the government's stand.
Kwa sababu kama ni minister anaishi Kenya hii, anatakana ajue kwamba wazazi wako na ugumu wa fedha. Minister anatakana kujua kwamba corona imetuaffect sisi wote. Corona ilifanya wazazi wengi wakapoteza kazi. Imefanya wazazi wengi wakapoteza ajira, wakapoteza income zao. Sasa yeye akitoa directive kama hiyo, anataka wazazi watoe wapi pesa ya kulipa mara moja ili watoto wabaki shuleni.
Na sasa mimi niko wrong kuambia huyu mtu aelewi zile shida ziko chini. Anaelewa shida za mashinani. 2020 there was no business. Biashara zote zikaenda chini. Watu wakaenda nyumbani. Sasa wewe Magoha na ni mzee grandfather. Hata hujui mtoto anaendanga shule namna gani. Unaambia wazazi walipe na nini? So bwana Magoha, you are wrong.
Now, parents in Turkana County have been blamed for the increased cases of early pregnancies among underage school-going girls. Speaking in Lodwar during a prize-giving ceremony for students who performed well during the KCPE 2020 examination at Queen of Peace Girls Primary School in Lodwar, Bishop Dominic Kimengich of the Catholic Church Diocese of Eldoret appealed to parents to take responsibility of their children to curb cases of school dropouts that have been rampant among girls in Turkana due to pregnancies.
All these children staying at home, idle, the parents don't know how to handle them, how to take care of them properly, how to form them. So we have seen many of them just have fallen into, they have become victims of that. And as you said, many pregnancies have been recorded. And this is not good for our students and the morality of our people. So it has exposed what we call the soft belly in our society, in our culture, whereby we are not really forming our children as we should, and parents are not taking their responsibility seriously as they should.
When I came to this school, I found that the girl child was a little bit still lower, and immediately, I think it was around 2018 when we had a girl who was married of a class 5 girl, and it disturbed me a lot, and it was not easy, because some of the parents thought that the girl child, they are not supposed to be in school. But since then, 2018, after we had a movie which we acted as a school, and it was really portraying how a girl child was suffering. But I think from that moment we have seen parents taking up responsibility and in a positive way bringing their girls. So we are trying all our best to mold them, to counsel them, and to bring them up to be greater people in this country.
Now that story takes us for a short break. We'll be right back with more. Do stay with us.
At Global Precast Panels, we have the best quality, durable and affordable precast panels to suit all your needs. Manufactured under a controlled environment, we have the best precast concrete panels, precast concrete floor slabs, precast concrete perimeter wall, precast concrete columns and beams. Our panels reduce construction cost by up to 40% with absolutely no plaster required, including added soundproof benefits, convenient four-story buildings, schools, offices, residential houses, hospitals, and warehouses. Take advantage of our free transport. Contact us on 0702 24 7267 or 0796 24 7267. Global Precast Panels Limited, your reliable option for efficient construction.
These are the sights and sounds of a working nation. There are no shortages to remarkable ideas. What's missing is the will to execute them.
You need to stay relevant. If you don't, you're going to fade off.
Yes, they are a dime in a dozen, but the real meat on these bones comes from trying to realize them.
You just need to perfect anything. If it's drawing, if it's music, pursue it 100% because it's something that is giving back.
Join me, Violet Njoki, as I tell you the stories of these executed ideas, because yours could be next. Mondays, 7:30 p.m.
Hey, now that's hitting the right notes. When life gets boring, we bring out our play. You see, playfulness is in our DNA. It's in the way we move and laugh. It's in the way we walk, the way we rock, and how we just don't stop. You feel me? We add color to everything, to every day and every dish, because the world needs our crazy. We're the different flavors that make life more exciting. We're the ones who add color to every moment. Fanta, color every moment.
Well, the speaker is neither here nor there.
I should have done my outro from here.
Yes, I don't know.
And we're just like that. I look beautiful.
Tune in to Morning Cafe, Mondays to Fridays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. with me, Linda Alela, only on TV47, the home of Untold Stories.
Welcome back to Newsfeed. Now, on reviewing biolicenses, the National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse, NACADA, is appealing to county governments to review licensing guidelines for bars and restaurants to include plot numbers and exact locations. NACADA's Chief Executive Officer Victor Okioma says some bars had been opened next to schools, while others in places where there's no security, risking the lives of people. Okioma also pointed out that some people were opening more bars with only one license. He dismissed those pushing for legalization of marijuana, saying that legalization has not worked in countries that did. NACADA had a joint meeting with county commissioners and police commanders where they discussed ways to intercept illegal drug business in the country.
We have received a lot of challenges around the issues of licensing. As you are aware, licensing was devolved counties, the licensing of premises. And from our surveillance, we find a lot of issues that are of concern, one of which is the licensing where you do not indicate where the premise is and on which plot number. And as a result, I'll take a license because it's not saying where I am going to do this business, and I can open 10 bars in Garissa town with using one license. Those are some of the issues that are coming out. And we are saying that in licensing, the county authority need to be keen about the premises where these are. They describe them properly. They also need to know what they are selling in those premises. And they must also conform to minimum public health requirements.
We have agreed that we are not big users of the drug. Much of the drug, we are just a transit point. Much of the drug is going to Somalia. And we were in agreement that the route to Somalia from Moyale, where it all starts from, is a long one. So we have a duty as a security organization, because the route cuts across two counties, to make sure, since we have a lot of roadblocks on the way, to make sure that we stop it before it reaches its destination.
Now, a section of members of parliament from the coast region have accused Environment CS Keriako Tobiko of discriminating coast locals on projects touching on forests. The leaders say locals were left out in job opportunities despite receiving training and being qualified.
Na sehemu nyingine Baringo mtu mmoja ama watu wengine, lakini ikiwa kuna nafasi ambazo wananchi wa Kenya watakikana katika mahali popote pale, lazima kuwe na usawa wa ugavi wa masala haya. Kwa hivyo hivi sasa tumwambia Keriako Tobiko ajue kuwa sisi hivi sasa tumeatulia macho mambo haya na hatutayakubali. Na baada ya hapa, kitu ambacho tunataka tuseme sisi ni vile leo ni siku ambayo iko so much congested katika chambers yetu hapa na mambo ya budget. Hatutapata nafasi kamili ya kuweza kupresent petition ama kuseek for a statement kutoka kwake kulingana na hali ilivyo leo. Kwa hivyo tumesema haya leo na tutamfuata ofisini kwake, na pia vile vile tutayasema ndani ya bunge mpaka kuona watu wetu wameweza kupata haki. Hatuwezi kukubali Kenya hii sisi watu wa Mombasa kuchukuliwa kama second class citizens. Siku zote watu wakiekwa alafu na sisi ndo tunawekwa baadaye. Kwani sisi hatufai kupata haki katika nchi hii ya Kenya? Kwa hivyo jambo hili mimi nalisema na niko na wenzangu ambao tuko nao hapa, na hatutakubali. Na wale ambao wanafanya katika Kenya Forest Service katika sehemu yetu ya Mombasa ama kwa pwani kwa jumla, wapewe conducive environment ya kuweza kufanya kazi.
Now, the families of Caroline Aluoch, Lucy Wamboi and Beatrice Warugoro, who are reported to have died in the Middle East where they have been working, are calling on the government to help them repatriate bodies. The families from Home Bay and Nyandarua say they have been taken round in circles in embassies both in Kenya and Saudi Arabia. Haki Africa has also called on the government to stop the job deals for young girls to the Middle East.
Nimepata habari ya kwamba dadangu ameaga, na kila siku nilikuwa naidiwa eti yuko hospitalini. Ni nini mbaya? Akaniambia nani amewapigia? Hiyo ni uongo. Hebu tuma hiyo namba. Nilijifanya mjinga nikawatumia hiyo namba. Later wakanipigia wakaniambia wameconfirm ni kweli ni yeye amekufa. Kawaambia it's okay. But kulingana na message na text na venye dadangu aliniambia hao watu walikuwa na mthreaten, hao watu walikuwa napanga kumua. Siwezi sema dadangu amejiua. Mimi najua ni kama meaga aliuliwa, kwa sababu baadaye wakati tulipata information ya kwamba shahaga, tulipata videos. Kuna msichana mwingine alikuwa na yeye hapo hospitalini, wakati alipelekwa hospitalini polisi walimpeleka yuko hospitalini yenyewe hapo hospitalini, pia sijui polisi walifanyia nini ndio akafika huko hospitalini, hakuwa mgonjwa.
Hakuna usaidishi tunapata. Huyu msichana wangu alifariki huko December na tukapata hiyo habari that fast, na tukakuja paka hapa Nairobi. Paka wa leo ni miezi 6 inaisha, hatujawahi kupata usaidishi. Tumeenda hizo ofisi zote unasikia zinatajwa, hakuna usaidishi wowote. Sasa sisi kama Kenyans tunaweza kwenda kusaidiwa wapi ikiwa hatuwezi kupata usaidishi kwetu kwa Nyandarua County ama hapa Kenya? Tunaweza pata usaidishi wapi? Mimi ni swali mimi nauliza government. Tunaweza pata usaidishi wapi? Ikiwa wasichana wetu wanaenda mpaka huko, wanaenda ati ni kazi wanaenda kufanya, halafu baadaye unasikia baada ya mwaka moja, baada ya miaka 2 msichana harudi.
Ningetaka tu kuongezea kutoka kwa shirika la Haki Afrika, because hizi cases zimekuwa mingi sana kwa ofisi zetu, na pia tunaarifiwa kuwa kuna wale wanataka kupelekwa around 35,000 girls to Saudia, na ni hangaiko kwetu kama shirika, mimi kama mfanyikazi wa Haki Afrika, na pia mimi kama mkaaji wa Kenya, na pia mimi kama mama. Ni huzuni, mumesikia hizo hadithi zote, Carolina Luoch, mumesikia Lucy walienda, na vifo vyao havieleweki, it's mysterious death. So na wametembea ofisi ambazo zinafaa kusaidia wa Kenya, Foreign Affairs zinafaa kusaidia wa Kenya, but mumesikia kutokana na ripoti ambayo mwapatia hawajapata usaidizi.